So I ordered a huge package from China and I've been really excited to get this. It's taken a few weeks to get here, as you'd expect, coming all that way, but obviously that's fine. It's had to go through 2 lots of customs. Box is absolutely huge, and I will tell you now that it is arcade related. It is an arcade solution. So I'm going to have to cut a bit more and get back to you and show you what's underneath all this in a minute. Right, so I've taken off all the packaging, and unfortunately on the box outside pretty much completely gives away what this thing is. But here we go. As I say, this is an arcade solution, and this is a Pandora's box laptop style arcade. So I've been really looking forward to getting my hands on this and trying it out, as I say, for a long time. I needed some sort of portable arcade that I can play at home, rather than having a big heavy arcade that gets in the way when you haven't got a lot of room. So this being one of the solutions I've found, I've been really eager to try it out. Also really eager to let you all know what it's like and whether it's worth it or not. But one of the main reasons I wanted to get this with the Pandora's box is that with some of the modern iterations of a Pandora's box, they have USB connectivity where you can put your own ROMs on, so you can change out your arcade games, etc. So I'm very much hoping that I'll be able to put my own arcade games on here and change out, get rid of some of the ones that I don't like, put some of the good ones on that I do like. So I will be doing a video of this pretty soon. So stay tuned, hopefully, for that. So here we go. This is what it looks like. It's basically an arcade briefcase, shall we say. Yeah, it's got the lock on the side there with the code, and you just flick it off. You use the handle of the joystick to carry the thing, which I don't think I'll ever be wanting to do that, but this is great because it's a portable device. It's in a solid metal container. It's got all of the parts inside with it as well. I think I paid £120 delivered for this. Comes with a really cheap sort of PlayStation 2 style knockoff controller, which would just be dead cheap nowadays. It comes with the manual, got some arcade buttons here. I'm not sure what those are for at the moment. And then with this option, I opted to get the one that included the battery, so that I don't have to use a plug, and that it doesn't have to be plugged in all the time, because I can just sit in bed sometimes and just play it, just chill out, which is exactly what I wanted this for and to be able to do. It's got a 14-inch TFT monitor inside as well, so you can also use that for other things, which is also great. So let's have a quick look around the outside of this. As I say, this is a solid metal case, very compact. Everything comes together like that. So it is completely designed from scratch to be built like this. You can see on the side there, there's either some ventilation holes or speaker holes. I'm guessing it is for ventilation. A switch to turn it off and on the side there, and then on the back it's all beautifully done, and you've got some more ventilation holes on the back here. To a USB, sort of like 2.0 by the look of it, volume dial, setting switch, I don't know what that's for until I've got it out and had a look, HD, so you could probably connect things like PC to it, PS3 it says on the side of the box, so anything that you might also want to use this for. You can display on the screen, I'm guessing, as well. A PC monitor style thing there, and I'm guessing, yeah, audio, so that is probably so you can attach for external speakers. Just a quick mention while I'm also setting this up and showing you around this as well. You can see it's got this plastic locking tab that goes through the number dials, and you can see that it's drilled actually some holes through, so you can get that plastic tab through. I'm going to have to cut that to try and get access to it I don't know what the number is at the moment. I've got to flick through the menu and see. On the back it does have this, so I wonder if it might be 007, which is pretty cool if that's the number. So yeah, I'm going to try and get that off, try and find out what it is and open it up and show you what's going on inside. Okay, so quick update. Sadly, the code for this wasn't 007. It's just set at 000, and you've got to pull this switch to your left here, and then that pops open. So finally managed to do that. Had a little bit of trouble taking the security tag thing out of it. So what I had to do in the end was snip just at the end here with some scissors to get it off, and then I just used this fondue stick just to get in between and get the plastic tab out from inside there. But let's have a look inside. There we go, that is ace though, that's really cool. So it came in a couple of different options. So one was a white variant, the other was a black variant. I nearly went for the white variant of this. I just kind of thought it looked a bit cooler, but then I just thought that with it being white, it's not going to match a lot of things that I own, so it's going to stand out quite a bit, and plus it will probably just look dirty all the time that way. So I thought I'd just go for the black one, and it's still really cool. As you can see, full size arcade panel. Buttons are a little bit scratched up. Not the end of the world. I mean, you know, it wasn't really expensive. I could probably swap them out and get some better ones in the future. Excuse me, I can't get my words out today. Power indicator just on there, which I'd imagine for when you're using, when you just charged it up and you're using it without the power supply, you're just using it off the battery. So pretty nice. I really like it so far. It's going to be interesting with this screen about the aspect ratio on it, but we'll get to grips with that and find out how that is, how it plays. I was a little bit worried when I ordered this, so it's quite nice to know that when you open it, it sits at a really nice angle. So playing this on my lap in bed is going to be fantastic because it looks like it's at just the right height. In the pictures of the description, it did look like it can go back quite a bit further, which yes it can. So the hinges seem quite tight on that to give it the support to have multi angles with it. So you can have quite a few different viewing angles, which would be fantastic. So I've not long done the first power up. You can see this looks really nice. Again, the screen looks pretty good. Obviously quite a wide looking screen. The attract mode video, the scale, and let's put it this way, it doesn't look fantastic, but it's probably just like a small FMV video, so the quality isn't going to be fantastic, but hoping once in game it will look a lot better. It did have some power left, so I don't know if that is either Wi-Fi signal or whether that is the battery symbol. Not quite sure at the moment. Haven't actually properly had a look through the manual as yet, but with most of these things, obviously it's got like a fantastic menu, like typical Pandora's box style menu, which I remember from seeing in playing a multi-arcade in pubs and things like that when I was a lot younger. Just great selective menu that you got here. If you press start, you got these options here, so you can search your games. Anyone that knows me knows I am a big fan of the game Gyrus, one of my favourite arcade games, and as you can see it does have it on here, which is absolutely amazing. Has multiple versions of it though, because there are different versions of it. One of them being, I think it's Centauri one, which is starts off a lot more difficult because the ships start firing from the first round in that one, where on the one that I started playing years ago, the first wave of ships on the first round don't start firing straight away. So obviously you can see those there. Let's just back out of here for a second. And let's just go into King of Fighters 97 just very quickly, just so we can see how it's going to look visually once we start playing, and that it doesn't look anything like the track mode video. I haven't yet taken off the protective film on the screen. Don't want to do that just yet. So here, speakers sound fantastic on this. Buttons feel okay. They're not too bad. Hopefully I'll swap them out for, I can't remember which way around it is, but you've got convex, you get concave buttons. So I would like to swap them out for the ones that dip inside. Stick feels okay, and actually seeing this, you can see the picture quality is actually really good. Only thing is, it sort of looks like it's taken off pixel scan lines, stuff like that. So I'm gonna have a mess about with the setup, because it almost just looks like it's the graphics are painted, like hand painted at the moment. Which if I zoom in a try and get me out of the way at the screen there, as you could probably look out there on the buttons. It could just be that way in the game, but it just looks a bit washed out now. So let's just have a very quick look.
Round one. Lady, go!
Yeah, that feels quite nice. It's very responsive. Sticks quite good. Don't really know this game very well, so I have to learn the moves and things on it.